back to English class. First assignment on notice. It was an excellent job. Keep it up. Now after first question of writing skills, let's move on to the literature part. That is the first chapter of Hornbill, The Portrait of a Lady by Khushwant Singh. Now about the author, first of all, Khushwant Singh. He was a famous writer of English, born in 1915. Among his famous books, there were 2 volumes of History of the Sikhs and his novel Train to Pakistan, based on partition of India and Pakistan, was made into a feature film. Now moving towards the portrait of a lady. First of all, what do you mean by a portrait? A portrait means a photograph hung on the wall. But here portrait is the written description. The portrait here is the written description of a lady. And who is that lady? That lady is grandmother. Written description of a lady. Who is that lady? That is grandmother. Now, this particular chapter describes author's association with his grandmother and changes that came in their relationship. Okay, now it is a loving tribute from a grandson to grandmother. The lesson is revolved around grandmother and grandson, that is Khushwant Singh. Now here we can see 3 phases of life. First phase, second phase and third phase. First phase, when Khushwant Singh was a school-going boy. When he was very small, they used to live in village. Grandmother and Khushwant Singh, they used to live in village. Why? Because the parents left Khushwant Singh with his grandmother, okay, and they went to other state to do the job. Now he was living with grandmother, Khushwant Singh, and he describes his grandmother. How he describes his grandmother? He says that she used to tell him the stories. How the grandmother, when she was very young, she used to play, and she used to play which type of games. When he used to hear that, he used to think that mother is telling me the stories of some fantasy. Okay. Now he didn't believe in those stories. Why? Because if you ask your grandmother what she used to play in her young age or the school going age, you will listen to those words which you are not knowing about. The games they used to play. Nowadays children do not play those type of games. So he explained. Now she, that is grandmother, was very short, fat and slightly bent. Now her face was a crisscross of wrinkles. That means she was very old, because the face was full of wrinkles all around. Now she was so terribly old that she could not have grown older than that age. Now she could never have been pretty, but she was always beautiful. Now what is the difference between pretty and beautiful? Pretty means okay, and beautiful, charming, very nice looking personality. Okay, whenever you will see a religious kind of a lady, na, the glow on that particular face, a particular person who is having religious beliefs in him or her, if you look at that particular face, there is a special glow on the face. That type of face was on this lady because she was very religious kind of a lady. She hovered about the house. She used to move here and there in the house in spotless white sari, with one hand resting on her waist. One hand on her waist. Why? To balance her stoop. To balance her stoop, she used to keep one hand on her waist, and with the one hand, the other hand telling the beads of rosary. Rosary होती है माला, and beads माला के मन के, which we use for worship. माला जपते हैं ना हम लोग, that rosary. Now her silver locks means white hair, scattered here and there untidily over the pale puckered face, and her lips constantly moved in inaudible prayer. Inaudible means which cannot be heard, but she used to speak out the prayers. Okay, now, yes, she was beautiful, and she has been compared to a landscape. Winter's landscape. Winter here means old age. Here winter means old age. The expanse of pure white serenity. That means her, you can say, the glow on her face. You will see that the religious people, they look like serene, very peace and contentment. There is peace can be seen on their face. Now the grandmother and Khushwant Singh both were very good friends. They were very good friends in childhood. Now, wake them up in morning. What she used to do? She used to wake him up in the morning, made him ready for the school. Okay, then school made him ready to the school, and in school she used to carry along what? She used to carry that slate. Beforehand you are having notebooks now, but that time students were not having any notebooks. They used to have slates, and with chalk. There used to be a wooden slate, वो लकड़ी की तख्ती जिसको हम बोलते थे, and tiny earthen ink pot, a small ink pot, मिट्टी का बना हुआ, and a red pen. She used to bundle them up, and she used to give it to Khushwant Singh. Now, after the breakfast of thick stale chapatis means basi, which was made one day before. Now, with a little butter and sugar spread on it, she used to go to school. And who used to have those stale chapatis? She used to feed dogs. She used to give those stale chapatis to the village dogs. Now, the grandmother, she used to take Khushwant Singh along with her to school, and the school was attached to temple. Okay, Khushwant Singh used to go to school, and she used to go to temple. She used to read different kind of books over there, see different kind of scriptures. Okay, all the things she used to see over there in the school. But suddenly one day, what happened? A turning point came in their life. And what was that turning point? The turning point was that the grandmother and Khushwant Singh were called to the city by Khushwant Singh's parents. Okay, now here, that was the turning point in the life of Khushwant Singh. Now, there he joined English medium school. The life totally changed here. When he started going to English medium school, both shared the same room, but the grandmother couldn't help him in his studies because they used to teach English, maths, the science, gravity, law of gravity, Archimedes principle, and she was not knowing the ABC of all these things. And she hated English words and science. Because of that, she started hating these type of words. Now, but she was angry that there is no teaching of God in the city. No moral education is given to the children. No teaching of God is over there. And when she came to know that Khushwant Singh is being taught music also, she got angry. Now she said, because according to her, music was for prostitutes and paupers. That is, you can say prostitutes and beggars. It was not made for good society, good people. She used to believe it. Now, after this, again a change came. Now Khushwant Singh started going to university. Third stage. Now, third phase now. And he got his own room over there. And here their friendship was snapped. Toot jana. One was the turning point. Here the friendship snapped. Why? And this grandmother, she accepted her loneliness. Seclusion means loneliness. Happily. And what she used to do? She used to relax in the afternoon. Then she used to do spinning while reciting her prayers. She used to sit in the veranda. In the village, you remember, she used to feed dogs. Here, the place of dogs was taken by sparrows. She started feeding sparrows, giving food to sparrows. Now, in the evening, she used to give little bits to the sparrows. Breadcrumbs to the sparrows, and they used to collect around her. They used to create a veritable bedlam of chirping. Means a loud bedlam of continuous voice of chirping. They used to chirp over there. Some used to perch, that means sit on her legs, some on her shoulders, some even on her head. But she never rebuked them away. Bhagaya nahi kisi ko. She used to be happy. And this time was the happiest half an hour of the day for grandmother. This used to be a happiest half an hour of the day for the grandmother. Now Khushwant Singh went abroad for further studies. He was supposed to go abroad for further studies. And at this time also, the grandmother, she was the one who went till airport to send her off. Airport to send her off. Her fingers were busy at that time also. Her fingers were busy telling the beads of her rosary. She went near Khushwant Singh, kissed on her forehead. That was the last physical contact between Khushwant Singh and grandmother. He could feel the moist imprint on his forehead. Okay, now after 5 years, she came to know that grandson is coming back. She became mad at that moment. What she did? She collected all the women from the neighborhood. That was the day when she did not pray. And what she did? She collected the people, the women from neighborhood, and for several hours she thumbed the sagging skin. Sagging skins means the loose skin of the deflated drum. Deflated drum means worn out, फटा हुआ ढोल जिसको बोलते हैं, उसके ऊपर स्किन के ऊपर उसने बजाना शुरू कर दिया, as if she and started singing the songs of a homecoming warrior, as if the grandson was a warrior and he is coming back after so many years. Now everybody in the house told her to stop, otherwise you will get ill. But she said no, she never stopped. And next morning she got ill. The doctor was called to check her up, and they said that she is having just mild fever and it will go. But grandmother, she said, now this is my last moment. My death is near. So now nobody should disturb me. And she started again praying. Nobody disturbed her. And suddenly the rosary fell down from her hand. That means she died. The grandmother died. But after that, when she was lifted, she was being taken to the funeral ground for her funeral. They lifted her off the bed. First of all, they lifted her off the bed and as a customary laid her on the ground and covered her face with a shroud. What do you mean by shroud? Shroud is a cloth which through which we cover the dead body. Okay, with which we cover the dead body. Now, for her funeral, in the evening, we went to her room. Who went to her room? Khushwant Singh and the parents. And all the golden light could be seen in the room all over, and all the sparrows were sitting inside the room. Khushwant Singh's mother, she gave those bread crumbs to the sparrows, but none of them took those crumbs, as if they were also saying goodbye to grandmother. When her dead body was taken out for the funeral, all the sparrows, they flew away. They flew away from there. This was the end of your chapter, the portrait of a lady. Now the main basic question which comes from the chapter is the character sketch of grandmother. What kind of a lady she was? You have to explain that. Now I am going to give you one assignment, mainly that question only, the character sketch of the grandmother. Read out the chapter thoroughly. Starting from first page, you will come to know about the character sketch, that is from here. Starting on the first page, she had always been short and fat. Okay, then moving on to here, all the points you have to cover in this one, in the character sketch of grandmother.